Okay, so for this week, I focused on how can we help build leaders today like the leaders who founded our nation and our education system. And I really enjoyed this because this is something that's close and dear to my heart. One of the first things I found off the internet was a quick article that talks about how everyone is the leader and 6 tips we can help them to identify that. And this was by Lolly Daskal. She says, let them know they're a leader, treat them like a leader, challenge them, make them responsible, help them communicate like a leader, and have them act like a leader. Um, and I agree with all those. I know that when we have asked of our kids, we've challenged them, made them responsible, they've always risen to the occasion, no matter what it be. And it's been neat to see that happen. I came across what is called Thomas Jefferson Education. It's actually a textbook, and it talks about, I guess, his ideal system of this education system. And I shared with you over to the side kind of a chart that shows his ideal, how it would look. Not authoritarian and not permissive, but the ideal. And he talks about teaching from classics because they have great lessons in teach morals. Have mentors, people worth looking up to, and that will make a difference and be involved in your life. Inspire, be someone who inspires others and wants them to do better. The quality of what we teach, make sure that it's of good quality and it's not just something that's a waste of our time, basically. And then the offers of the time, how we need to give of ourselves and fully make sure that we're giving our best. Simplicity, make sure that we're teaching in the most simple way that we can that gets the point across and teaches the lesson that we need to teach. And then yourself, give of yourself. We don't want to ignore the teachers, and we don't want to be we don't want to just give them half of who we are or half of ourselves, but really offer of ourselves and give them the best we can to help them grow. 2 bonuses that he's thrown on there and keys is secure. Make sure that we're secure, I think, not only in who we are, but in our teaching environment. And then standing for something. And I found this really awesome because as I read an article by President Spencer W. Kimball, he talks about Christ and being the perfect example and how he says that Jesus operated on fixed principles and truths. He offered himself to those he taught. He taught in parables people understood, so simplicity. He taught with love and it was selfless. He taught that there can be no growth without the real freedom, so he inspired others to act and to learn by that acting. He gave responsibility. He gave disciples the important and specific things to do to help their development. He was not afraid to make demands. And the article talks about how time cannot be recycled, so we have to make the most of it. He saw the potential in others and pushed others to fulfill that. A quote that he shares is, a great leader listens not only to others, but also to his conscience and to the promptings of God. And this week I met with Taylor, and she said that I find the theme of building leaders is by letting them use their agency and helping them learn on their own. As we encourage them to be agents and use their agency properly, they will become leaders. And I felt like that hit the nail right on the head and just sums it all perfectly. We need to allow those to others act so we can help others being a leader by being a leader and an example for them to follow. Thanks.